Well guys, I screwed up big time. Not good at all. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it's June 2nd. It's been a while. It's been about a week since I've been up on the farm, and it's just finally getting nice out, or at least decently nice out. I'm heading up to the farm. We have a lot going on. I have a lot to catch you guys up on, but it's like an exciting day. I'm gonna hopefully get close to finishing up our pre-emerge spray chemical. We have about 60 acres of hay cut, and we had the chopper ready to roll. The chopper is gonna be running at a field that I'm gonna be passing here in the next mile. It's gonna be exciting. I'll show you guys here in a bit, but a lot going on. Let's get up to the farm and I'll start catching you guys up. Here's Nathan's bean field. It's up. It's actually looking pretty good too. There's our corn, Nathan's corn right here to the east. And here is a field that I thought would be cut already. This field right here, it's about 10 acres worth, but Brian should be hopefully cutting that here this morning, and then he's gonna head to Bellevue because I believe we're gonna chop this and plant it into corn. Because it's been hay for a while. It's not really hay anymore, it's more grass. So yeah, that's gonna be our first field we chop of 2021. That's gonna be pretty exciting. There's a nice Deere sprayer. Liquor grow. Probably putting on some fertilizer. There's the chopper getting that thing ready to roll. FR 9060 with the hay head. Fast forward a half hour, I got some AMS, got 12 bags of it. Got my case sprayer out, 3230. Got the drone and GoPro ready to roll. And I'm gonna start loading it. I got basically 60 acres to do around here, and then I'm gonna head south. So I can only spray till about 4 o'clock today, then I gotta head to a soccer game. My sister-in-law is in playoff soccer that I want to miss. So I'm gonna get 60 acres sprayed out here, so load up 2 30-acre loads and then head south. All loaded up. Shut the pump off. It's noon 10 right now, so I think it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna head in, go grab a bite to eat. So I'm actually gonna shut this sprayer off. This is gonna be about 20 minutes. Go ahead and grab a bite to eat and get spraying. Got some stuff switched around, so now it's time to go eat. There's number 7. 5 out of 6 years of twins. There's a little baby. Look at the little babies. There's that little baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Where you guys going? Little baby kittens. 3 of them around. Spring is always full of new life on the farm. New calves getting out to pasture. New baby kittens. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah. Meat, potatoes, and corn. Gee dang it, I always eat too much. Alright, I'll start the sprayer up and get moving. Just rolling right now. We're heading through town, so where I gotta go is what's called the Cahill Farm. It's basically 60 acres up by that water tower up there. That's where I gotta go. You'll kind of see if I gotta snake through town, go behind the school. I'll take a couple back paths, get back to the field. So let's head through town. Just pulling in. I sprayed this for beans a little while ago. Beans are coming up nicely, not a lot of weeds. It's good to see. But there's some grass coming in on the outside. You can kind of see right here. I need to come up here and spray. I think what happened was I should have had some Roundup in on some of these fields for when I was spraying for beans. I didn't. So I might have to, once I finish with the corn pre-emerge, so basically the first pass on corn, I might have to go into our soybean fields once we get our skinny tires on. We're gonna change the tires and put skinny row crop tires on that we can fit in between the corn rows. Once I put those on, I might have to basically go around a lot of our fields, our soybean fields, with just Roundup, just do an outside pass, just to knock back some of these grasses. Here's a nice field though. Corn's looking pretty nice, good emergence. No washouts, not a lot of weeds. Great to see. We're going, so I sprayed this field a couple weeks ago. Kind of see it's just, like I said, an imaginary boundary between the fields. So I'm overlapping a smidge just to make sure I didn't miss any weeds. We're gonna head along the hay and make our way down this field. This is the last field of corn that we've planted, and it hasn't emerged yet, which is thankfully, because I still have my fat tires on, like I said before. So let's get her going. So this is an extremely steep farm that we got. Like right there, I wish I'd be able to tell what grease slope we're gonna be at. Right here. See that? That's steep. That is some steep stuff. steep enough I might even bottom my boom out. We usually like to have hay in that spot, but can't always do that. Woo, this is steep. This is very steep. Anyone on the Pro 700 know how you can get the GPS features, like what my pitch and roll and yaw are? I'd be interested. Wow, this is steep. The reason I'm doing this with only less than 200 gallons on, because I would slide down this if I was full. Just taking my time. Wow. Like this camera does not do it justice. That is steep in there. I was sliding downhill with 200 gallons less than that. Ugh. Had another nozzle quit working on me, so I swapped it out. I'm recalibrating the computers. Because like I said before, the boom needs to know which nozzle body's next to each other, so I just got to recycle it and basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So tell each nozzle body you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4, because I swapped it out. This one was 56. The one I put on there, it didn't know what it was, so I swapped it out. So hopefully, like I said, it'll work. I'm going to take this one apart. No crap in there or anything like that, so I don't know what the issue was. Could have just been getting stuck, or I'm not even sure, but either way, put it back together. Go. The nice thing about it is, by the time I get that taken apart and put back together, it's just about done. So now we'll get going again. Yeah, I can't find in the Pro 700 what degree I'm at sitting right now, but I'm guessing this is flat-ish. So I don't know, probably 15 degrees. At least, if not close to 20 on this slope. I was spinning out my front. Basically, I had so much weight on this side that my front right tire was it was spinning, so I had to compensate. And yeah, it's no fun. But let's get moving. Spraying on the side of that hill sucks, and that's where I just was. Ugh. I just got done with the steep stuff, so now we'll only got 100 gallons left in this tank. So I'll go ahead and empty this one out, and then go fill up again and finish up this last 30 acres. Time to fill her up. There's Brian. There's our first hay getting cut for the year. He's got our 190 Maxim and our New Holland H7460, I believe that's what it is. He's going right there. Awesome. Good deal. We're gonna do some chopping later today. Anyone else ever find themselves waiting on case GPS or just a GPS in general? Basically, I went underneath some trees, cover over there to get through here, and the spray's been running for the last couple hours, so it should have been plenty acquired. And I'm sitting here waiting for our GPS lines to acquire. Oh, another field, or another tank load, I should say. Another nozzle body that got stuck. I wonder what this one did. Let's go clean it out. Cleaned up, just about done. Let's keep going. Nice hilltop. Rolling strong now. So I'm gonna load up, and then my cousin Renee's gonna come. She's gonna take the water trailer and pull it up to Longs while I drive up to Longs in the sprayer. So it's actually gonna work out pretty slick. Let's get loaded up. And I'm heading south to the Long Farm. Neighbor's with his disc vine, cutting some hay. We're gonna go spray some ground up down south and finish up the last of the corn ground. So here's our new ground this year. We rented 78 acres or whatever it ended up being, I can't remember, but it's a little spongy, kind of spongy-ish ground. And I'm trying to see where I sprayed. For the most part, I can't see, which is good. It means I didn't kill or damage the crops that much. Right in here is a big old wet spot that Pat, for the most part, planted through, and it actually looked like it worked pretty well. Oh yeah, I can kind of see where I sprayed, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Like right there is a really big wet spot that we didn't get planted, but for the most part, everything got planted here, which is awesome because we were told that this ground is very, very wet and it's tough to farm at times. So we picked the right time to plant it where it was pretty much dry, and we're fortunate. Hopefully it turns out pretty decent. Oh yeah, that needs to get sprayed. A lot of grasses in there. This field just got planted not too long ago. I like to spray this on the way back. Card right here to this video, I actually did the chiseling of this field here. So the primary tillage this spring. I bet this corn will be up probably by Friday. As warm as it's gonna get. It's 78 degrees for a high today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 88. Next day it's supposed to be 90. So this high heat and sun's really gonna make corn pop out of the ground. That hasn't popped yet. You guys want to know why we never use, why we haven't used dicamba in the last 4 or 5 years? See that? That's a vineyard. We might have had an incident a couple of years ago with dicamba had volatilized during the night and burned some of the vineyard. It's not good. This vineyard's about 2 miles straight south of our farm, or one of our farms, I should say. But they make some great wines because I stopped there. My wife and I have frequented their business quite a bit. Just made it to the long farm. This used to be a barn. This used to be a wire, whatever that's called, bin. It's not anymore, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and, oh shoot, Renee. Oh, Renee, what are you doing? I don't think she realizes she has a lot of weight on her. This might get interesting. That's kind of my fault. I should have stopped by the driveway I pulled in. I thought she would have known, but that's my fault. So I just parked the sprayer and I'm gonna go run and help her out because before she gets in a pickle and we can't get her out. And of course she's a quarter mile away, so I gotta jog for her like a minute. Okay, I'm gasped, but I'm here. Whew. Renee just dropped me off at the farm and I'm in my car right now. Like I said, I got a soccer game I gotta go to at 6. It's in Muscatine, so it's a little bit of a drive. So my vehicle's down south. I can maybe get a field done before I gotta quit tonight and head to the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and see you guys down at the lawn farm. There she is. All right, let's go fire it up and let her go. Oh, let me show you. Just got off the phone with Pat. He is not happy, as you can imagine. So what I was doing was, there's these waterways down here. I was trying to square it off, and I was trying to basically get everything up to the trees. You can kind of see it was planted, and it quit planting. So right when I stopped with my boom, I was trying to basically get all this right here, and I screwed up, and in the ditch I go. So I maybe could try and ram it out of there, but I don't want to screw something up, and it doesn't help that I have 650 gallons on my sprayer. Because here's the issue. It just drops off right here, and I just can't quite climb out of it. Make sure nothing's busted down below. I don't see any hydraulic fluid leaking. Nothing. Gosh dang it. I am not happy with myself. Hindsight's 20/20. Should never pull my frame into the sprayer, into the trees, but shoot. Not happy with myself. What do you do? Stuff happens, but that was not smart at all. Well, I think I'm just gonna leave it because, like I said, I gotta go to that soccer game and we'll probably pull it out tomorrow. I don't think it'll take much because, like I said, the sprayer can climb almost, I almost made it out. Can I see I was able to climb another foot out of here before I just spun out? So another foot is almost climbing out of this ravine, but there's just a little drop off right there. I broke that and fell right in. So it won't take much to yank me out, I don't think, but either way, not good. Not good at all. Well, I'm just gonna pack up and shut her down, I guess. About all I can do. Hey, guess what? I'm out. So what I ended up doing was I shimmied my way over a little bit to get out of this real deep sinkhole, and I basically just took my crescent wrench and just beat on this for about 10 minutes. So instead of having a flat incline, it was more of a flat slope. It was more of an incline. So I was able to get out, but wasn't without one casualty. Busted the ladder, but if that's all I broke doing that, I'll be happy. Very, very happy. But I think I'm out, and I think I'm gonna call it a day because I don't want to break anything else. So that's how I get out of here. Hopefully everything works right. Note to self, 5 feet off the planter, Sinkhole. Don't go there. You don't know how relieved I am to be out of there. I haven't called Pat yet, but like I said, one casualty with that step being bent. Basically, like I said, what I had to do was I just need a little bit more of a run at it because the hydraulics just don't have enough torque on that big a wheel with this much weight. So what I had to do was I had to just drive forward just a little bit more to a slight uphill, and then I just kind of gave it, and I was able to get out, and especially it helped because I spent 10 minutes with the wrench just making instead of a flat slope, a steep slope, making a more gradual slope. So, all right, let's get out of here. Ooh, 1086. Well guys, that is not exactly how I anticipated ending the day. I was hoping to finish that field, and then I drove into the timber, got stuck. I think what happened was I drove into the timber. I didn't see anything bad, but then my front right tire got just kind of sunk in and just must have been like a false ground or a sinkhole or whatnot. But anyway, I sunk in, got stuck, was able to get out after a half hour messing around. It's gonna make me late for my soccer game, but at least I'll be there. I'm not playing it, like I said, my sister-in-law's playoff game. But Pat didn't have to stop his chopping to come pull that out. Honestly, I'll call it as a win, even though I broke the ladder on that. So, my allergies are miserable right now. Tomorrow's Nikki Larson's visitation, and the day after is the funeral. So, say a quick prayer for those guys retroactively, especially for Chet's family, for Nikki's family, and especially for Chet. But well guys, I'm gonna close her down. We'll probably be up again tomorrow, so let's go ahead and talk to you guys then. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course guys, as always, ta-ta for now. Also, 4830, 4730.